I want to talk for a moment about energy and frequency. Everything that exists around us, including ourselves, we are all made of energy. We emit a certain frequency that is pulsated out into the universe, into our what we notice as our reality. So I'll give you a quick example. So the way that I like to describe energy is like this. So if you ever took physics class, which I hated physics class, it was the only class I think I made a B minus in, or a B. Either way, I was disappointed in that. But if you take a tennis ball and you were to throw it against the wall at a certain speed, velocity, strength, whatever you throw it at the wall with is what is going to bounce back towards you with. So whatever energy you're emitting out into the world is what you're going to be receiving back to yourself. So if you're like me and you've wondered in your life, why is it that I'm struggling? Why have I had such negative experiences for me personally, about 10 years worth? And I'm sitting here wondering, why is that? And then, I've realized over the years and learning about all of this that it really comes down to the things that we do that go unnoticed, the self-talk that we have, the way that we say things or what we say to ourselves when we're not really paying attention. So it's the little things like, I should have done this, or why can't I ever do that correctly, or why can't I ever remember this, or just being critical of yourself and hard on yourself. So you may wonder and think that I don't understand why things are going wrong in my life, or why I always continue to receive negative experiences when I feel like I put out so much positive energy into this world. I'm so kind to others. I'm so giving and caring and loving to other people and to the world around me in general that I don't understand why I'm not receiving that back. Well, it's kind of twofold. It's because what you're putting out there, and that includes self-talk, is of lower vibration. So the other example of this would be if I'm dating someone, I really want them to love me, but I can't get them to love me or to commit to me or to respect me. What that essentially means is that we're not loving or respecting ourselves. We're not seeing our self-worth, and we're not experiencing and giving self-love towards ourselves. So that happened with me. I was dating a guy and I was like, why won't he say he loves me back? I say I love him all the time. So I'm putting good energy out there. I'm, permitting, allowing, and extracting this love out to the universe. Why am I not receiving that back? And it took a bit for me to understand that it's because what we see and experience in our reality is a reflection of what is going on inside of us. So if we want to see and experience change, real change in our world, if we want our world to change for the better and experience more positive experiences, then we need to raise our vibration. We need to raise our frequency and energy that we're putting out into the world, which starts really within ourselves. It starts with talking kindly to ourselves, loving ourselves, knowing what we deserve and knowing what we're worth. Right? And then in addition to that, a second layer to that would be first ourselves, but the second layer would be to other people. It's got to start and end with you, because one of my favorite quotes is that we are born into this world alone, and we also leave this world alone. Meaning that at the start and end of every day, and especially your life, it all starts and ends with you. So if you don't take care of yourself first, if you don't put your own mask on first, you're not going to have the ability, the strength to assist other people, right? So I also dated another guy. I haven't dated many guys in my life, trust me. Sounds like I have, but I swear to God I haven't. I dated a guy who was actually sick with stage 4 cancer. And that's when I really learned this lesson, that self-care is not selfish. Those are completely two different things. I used to hate selfish people and people that are really into themselves, but there's a difference I've learned throughout the years. There's a difference in taking care of yourself and being conceited, because we deserve and should want to have self-love. If you don't love you, then how do you expect other people to? You have to love you, and not just a small portion of yourself or the things that you like. This means loving the things that you don't like, knowing that you can improve upon them, knowing that you can change them, but that you accept you entirely for who you are in this moment, unconditionally, without conditions. And if you want other people to love you the same way as anyone would, we all want to be in a relationship or have a relationship in our lives where people love us unconditionally, whether that be our friends, our parents or family, or a significant other. Well, if we want those things, then again, it starts and ends with you. If you're not receiving those things, well, take a good look in the mirror and make sure that you are loving you. You are so important in this world. It's time that you see that.